Welcome to 247 Sports and CBS Sports. I am national analyst Tom Loy, and we've got another big commitment here at 247 Sports. Before we get into it, as always, please be sure to like and subscribe to the 247 Sports YouTube channel. You do not want to miss what we have coming in the next couple of days, weeks, and months. But let's get right into it. Top 247 wide receiver Jayden Warren is set to announce his commitment. But before we dive into the recruitment, let's look at the player. According to 247 Sports national analyst Gabe Brooks, Warren has terrific size, elite speed, and is an explosive vertical threat. He's a multi-sport athlete who shines on the basketball court, football field, and of course the track. He performed very well at January's National Combine at the 2025 Navy All-American Bowl as well. Warren is just scratching the surface at how good he's going to be, and a big senior season is expected out of the talented 2026 recruit. Now let's look at the prospect profile. Warren is a 6'1.5", 195-pounder from Iowa Colony in Rocheron, Texas. He's the number 169 overall player in the class of 2026, the number 21 receiver, and the number 24 prospect in his home state. On the recruiting front, Warren is down to 3 schools. We've got Houston, SMU, and TCU. Now let's head to Texas to hear directly from top 247 receiver Jayden Warren. Jayden, thanks so much for being here today, my man. How does it feel to finally be here on commitment day?
It feels great. From the beginning of my recruitment, it was really hectic getting offers almost every day. So just narrowing it down now to 3 schools is very chill right now. So I'm excited.
I know that place is packed. We appreciate everybody being quiet, but tell me, man, who's there with you on this special occasion for you?
So we got over there in the back, we got my school people, my people from my school. We got Little League coaches, we have high school coaches, and we have middle school coaches as well, and we have family and friends as well, too.
Well, they say it takes a village, so clearly that's obvious today and evident. But when you're picking a school, you mentioned that you were down to 3 finalists. What have you been looking for in a school down the stretch?
Some advice I've been getting from a lot of people is go through, like, the checkbox, and when they came down to these 3 schools, they checked the checkbox. They checked it a lot. So, but there's one particular school checked it the most. So I'm excited to announce that today.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about the 3 finalists. First up, we got Houston. What do you like so much about the Cougars?
It's the hometown, born and raised in Houston, Texas. The culture and the loyalty. I speak on the loyalty aspect. Them being there from the beginning of my recruitment. And sticking with me all the way through is really a blessing. So, having that village we talk about in Houston is really nice.
Next, we got SMU. What stands out about the Mustangs?
SMU, the education piece, my family is big on education. So being at SMU and just seeing how the people work together and be together. And also just the players that they speak highly at SMU. So that was really good.
Lastly, we got TCU. What appeals to you about the Horned Frogs?
I didn't really know a lot of things about TCU. I had a couple of friends go to TCU and speak highly of them from the Fort Bend area. So those coaches are really good. They've been together for a long time. So the chemistry was there. So that was really the good thing about it.
Jayden Warren, top 247 receiver, one of the top players in the country. The moment is here. It is time for you to tell everybody where you are continuing your academic and athletic career.
First and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, anything would have been possible. I want to thank my family right here, my mother and my father, for all the sacrifices they made for all 17 years. It was a lot putting up with me, so I appreciate y'all. I want to thank all my coaches and all my athletic trainers, like I said in the beginning. And without further ado, for the next 3 years, I'll be committed to the University of Houston.
What an absolute win, man. I know everybody's crying. So Jayden, let me ask, man, what tipped the scales? What tipped the scales for Houston, man? How'd they get it done?
Being in the hometown, it felt like home. And being at home, it just felt like more of home to me. Speaking on like the educational piece as well too. My major is in the medical field, and my mother works in the heart of ND Anderson. So having her right there would be, and it's just a blessing. So, and plus having a great quarterback come in, Keyshawn Henderson. The connection was there when we had went there. He made it feel like home. So that was really the deal breaker.
Yeah, I was gonna touch on that, but that connection with you and five-star quarterback Keyshawn Henderson, one of our favorite players at 247 Sports. For the Cougars fans that may not know too much about you guys, how special is that duo headed to play for Houston?
Man, it's great. You know, when I first got there on my OV, he made it seem like home, like I wasn't a stranger. He felt like a brother to me. So when I got there, they really just put everything out for the table for me. So that was really good.
I know you're publicly committing today on July 13th, but peel back the curtain a little bit. Behind the scenes, when did you tell the coaches that you were coming, and what was their initial reaction?
They were really excited, you know. And then when I told them about my commitment day 7/13, you know, I had a lot of people tell me about 7/13. So this commitment day was not scheduled for me to plan to commit to the U of H, only because it just gave me 2 weeks off of my OVs. But I ended up canceling the rest of them when I found out these 3 schools were very special. So when it came down to it, I mean, hey, 7-1-3, we do it for Houston, baby.
The Houston fans are getting a special players. We know all about you at 247 Sports. Director of Scouting Andrew Ivins, guys like Gabe Brooks, Hudson Standish have been raving about you for a long time. But for the casual Houston fan, tell them, what are they getting in Jayden Warren, the player, but also the person?
They finna get the best receiver to come through U of H. Obviously, but as a person, just me as a person, I feel like everybody can say this, but I'm not a troubling person, so we wouldn't have to worry about getting in all the trouble and all that stuff. I'm a very humble kid, and I put in the work 24/7. You know, from Little League, I have to put in the work to everywhere I got, so that's really a good thing for me.
Put in the work 24/7. We appreciate you plugging the company. All right, Jayden, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for doing this here with 247 Sports, man. Congrats, and Houston's getting a great player.
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go. Another big commitment for Houston. Like I said, that pairing between him and five-star quarterback Keyshawn Henderson is something special. So, look, as always, we're going to have a ton of commitments coming up. We had a couple this week and so many more to come. So, as always, be sure to like and subscribe to the 247 Sports YouTube channel. But until next time, thank you all for watching.